Ricegum and Jake Paul. You could argue, and probably would be right by saying, that these two were 2017's biggest YouTubers. I mean, Ricegum jumped 1.2 million subs in August alone that year, and Jake did almost 2 million in June. That's pretty mental stuff. And, you know, as Jake Paul himself said, on YouTube in 6 months, never done before. But then PewDiePie came along with a fat 6.6 mil subs in a single month and just crushed that lyric, so sorry about that, Jake. But Ricegum's content has always revolved around flexing his money and girls, and that was about it. Oh yeah, and that one time where he was talking to a girl, and then he said this.
And this dude, he raped like hella people.
What the f? No, but did it feel good though?
Yeah, I really don't think there was anything else. Yeah. He did music as well. I forgot about that. But I mean, how can you blame me, really? I mean,
we got drinks, we got ice, spend the night for a night.
Just a bit dead, really. In present times, you could argue that Ricegum and Jake, the annoying grass stain you get on your jeans, it just won't quite go away no matter how many times you wash it. No matter how many times you forget about it, you'll always end up looking down and just being really pissed off when you see it. Bit of a strange analogy, I know, but it's all I could think of. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ricegum vs. Jake was like 2 years ago. Well, you're right, but both are currently relying on KSI to stay relevant. With Ricegum taking shots at him on a podcast and other stuff.
I feel like my songs are better than his.
And Jake Paul needed to beat KSI in a boxing match to claw back some respect for his family name. So that being said, this video isn't about the direct beef between Jake and Rice, it's more a battle of who's the least shitty person. Recently, Ricegum has been brought back from the dead with some drama with his ex-girlfriend. I mean, you can go watch Drama Alert if you want to know more about that, but he basically made his ex sign a contract to say that he owns some of her, in terms of like her money and shit. Like, what? Are you that insecure that you have to make your girlfriend sign a contract so she doesn't backstab you and try to get money? Like, I can't imagine this guy would be a decent boyfriend in the first place, to be honest. He gives off pretty small PP energy, you know. I was going to do a bit of a Let's Go Champ style edit with this one.
Let's go, champ!
But as I was looking for clips, it became apparent that none of these guys have really been relevant for about 3 years now, apart from Jake beating an Easton Gibb. May he forever rest in peace. So yeah, I couldn't really make anything like that. So I thought we'd just look at how these two giants of YouTube are fucking degraded in both likability and success on YouTube, and make it into a bit of a competition, you know? The who's the best piece of shit competition. Because, you know, the majority of kids who watched these guys 3 years ago, they've grown up a bit now, they've got a bit of hair on their balls, and they've probably realized that these guys are 2 massive pricks. So we'll start with Ricegum, which, if you don't know, by the way, Ricegum's the one who sounds like he has 2 tampons up his nostrils. Like, bro, why the f did you think you can make a music career out of that shit? And then you have the nerve to say that your music is better than KSI's. Like, that's another way he's trying to become relevant, by the way. He's dissing KSI on a podcast. It's so painfully obvious he's doing it for attention, though it kind of hurts. Like, I'm not a huge fan of KSI's music, but I can tell it's good. It's good music. Like, the quality of it, it's like any other artist at the top of the industry. It's fucking good. Ricegum, on the other hand, I won't spend too long on this because KSI made a 20-minute video about it, but I mean, his songs are fucking terrible. He sounded like Eminem if he was holding his nose and had just been in a horrific traffic accident that left half his brain damaged. And even that's bigging up your music a bit too much. But he has a nose problem, I hear you say. I don't fucking care, this guy's a dick, and you know he is. I've never seen him do one nice thing on the platform. So anyway, into Jake versus Rice. I guess we'll do the first round as the music round. I don't really want to play any of their songs because they'll claim it, even though this video will probably make like 20p. That's 20p I don't want them getting their hands on. You've probably heard his songs anyway, right? Like, It's Every Night Sis, and, you know what? I can't think of another one of his songs. He uploaded one the other day, actually, about his ex. That's the song, I guess, just about. So yeah, I guess that's Ricegum's music career summarized. Now, onto Jake's music. He has It's Every Day Bro, which is equally as bad as It's Every Night Sis. Apart from Ricegum's was a diss track to Jake, so it does make it 10 times better. So I guess Rice wins the battle, but Jake's music just sounds better in general. And to be honest, that's kind of all that matters. Rice was never gonna win with that voice of his, let's be honest. I guess it's 1-0 Jake then. Right, now for their YouTube channels in general, like their videos and views and all that. Now, to be fair to Jake, he never got into as much controversy as his big bro, Logan, who, you know, he did get into a lot of shit. But Jake has also permanently lived under Logan's shadow, just like another younger brother on YouTube I can think of.
And I hate it so much! I hate it!
But yeah, Logan used controversy to stay relevant, and as far as that is, it did work. Jake, on the other hand, has had one of the biggest events in YouTube history with his fight against Easton Gibb, and no one really gave it. He just struggles to get the relevancy that his big brother has, and that probably hurts him a little bit, you know? So he turns his attention to doing good on the platform and, you know, helping the kids who watch him by creating a get-rich-quick scheme to steal his young fans' money in return for some motivational quotes. So yeah, that was the last time I heard about Jake. So let's see what he's doing now, shall we? Oh, he's actually uploading semi-regularly. I mean, I have to take back what I said because he's still getting a lot of views. So he's obviously staying relevant. Oh, that's where the views are coming from. Nice way to keep your 12-year-old fans entertained, mate. Whoring up porn stars' YouTube views. Amazing. A few of his vlogs have 18+ warnings on them, and I'd say a solid 90% of the views he's getting are not from people who are 18 or above. Like, and he should really know that. He probably shouldn't be having a picture of him eating Riley Reid's ass in one of the thumbnails. But I'll tell you why I think he made the change to adult-only content. I genuinely think that when he was touring around with Logan for the KSI Logan fight, he physically seen the age difference between KSI's fans and Logan's fans. And, you know, I think he got a bit jealous, you know. I think he realized that he didn't want to stay as a kid's entertainer. Like, he's seen KSI's fans were a little bit older, and they were allowed to go to the event without having to hold their mummy and daddy's hands, and he just got a bit jealous, didn't he? But you can't really just make a switch like that. You have YouTubers like PewDiePie who went from screaming up barrels to making philosophy videos, but he knew his original fan base, you know, they've got a bit older now, so they'll enjoy the content. Jake, on the other hand, switched overnight and went from flexing his in his cars and breaking loads of and being a general to eating Riley Reid's ass in the thumbnail. Right, that was a long rant. What is this video again? Ricegum. Now for Ricegum, he has videos that get some views, but he clearly doesn't give a shit anymore. I mean, they're pretty tragic, they're pretty spread out. He only clearly cares about the money at this point. I mean, the only reason he's uploading quite regularly now, because he has some drama to talk about, and it's like easy views. That's what I'm doing, isn't it? But they're both past their glory days, you know? I mean, looking at their social blade, they've very much declined, and there's not much else to say on that. But at least Jake is trying to make good content for people, even if it's aimed at audiences twice the age of his. So I guess Jake wins, which is 2-0 Jake, and, you know, I just guess he wins overall. I just hate Ricegum. I mean, he's just a massive prick. I don't see why he ever became popular. He's not likable at all. He just owns expensive shit. And, you know, he didn't fight Rotashaw, and I'll never forgive him for that. And at the end of the day, Ricegum.
Good afternoon! Your mom looks like Kim Jong-un!
I think I just used this Rice and Jake thing as a bit of a reason to vent my frustration. I don't think I've ever really had anything planned in terms of winning or losing this. I think when it comes down to it, KSI versus Jake Paul. KSI just needs to win that when it happens, and that's that. The entire US YouTube scene will decline and shrivel up and die. All the Clout House people and Team 10, they'll just need to go at this point. And Ricegum, he just needs to shrivel up and go back into his retirement hole. No one wants him on the platform anymore. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you soon. Have a good one. Peace.
Yeah, I roll the dice, see where life takes me. I've been feeling down on these nights lately, but I know that I got so much to give. Never forget, but I can learn to forgive, yeah.